Hello, everybody. I'm so glad we have such a good turnout. 157 people online. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will make this worth your while. So, before we start anything, I want you guys to have a piece of paper and a pen with you. We'll do a little bit of writing, not a lot, because we'll then have, something to take away from just like I said my piece and you left. Um, I don't know how to tell you this, guys, but there is absolutely no all-encompassing formula to life, which like I don't know, the Bill Gates or the Mark Zuckerbergs of our generation have told us. These are formulas that have worked for them. They may or may not work for you. I want you to keep that in mind. And here, I'm here to talk about my formula, what worked for me. And I hope some of it, if not all of it, applies to you. Because we're more similar in age than like anybody here. And I've been in your shoes like I think 5 years ago when I was first out of school and into college and these are difficult times, but I have hope for you. I was a very firm believer of micromanaging your time, of optimizing productivity, because I thought that I can not only control myself very well, that I'll also be able to control everything that goes on around me. And once I understand how to optimally control everything that happens around me, like then there's absolutely nothing to do with life. Then though like I am like I'm sorted. Like I can be anybody, anything I want to be. And that was me at 15. I was very sure that I know how like life works. I know how to control all variables in life. That's absolutely not how things are, and that's the beauty of it. Life is just a series of happy accidents that happen to you, and you, like a surfer, have to just have to ride those waves and make sense of it. And the only thing that you have control over, if any, is yourself. Three things that you have control over, you may or may not want to write them down, is A, your speech, what you talk, B, your actions, C, your thoughts, and a bonus fourth one is the meaning that you assign to situations. And that is something that you can also call your attitude. I'm somebody who believes that your entire life experience, irrespective of objectively good or bad happening to you, even if life deals you extremely bad cards, it's your attitude that defines the quality of your life, whether or not you're happy with yourself, whether or not you're content, whether or not you feel like you're satisfied enough to, at the end of the day, help somebody else reach, if not all, but some level of satisfaction. So there are various aspects, various facets of who we are, right? Like you know me as an actor, but I'm also like a person, a family member. Like I'm also a daughter, I'm also a brother. I mean, I'm also a sister. I am also a dog parent. I'm a friend. So there are various facets to who we are, and I believe that since right now we're talking about passion, I want to kind of enunciate that every aspect of who we are is connected to certain core values that we have. And today, what we talk about is something that something you can use when you're probably dealing with your parents, you're dealing with work, anything. When you're, I don't know if any of you all are spiritually inclined in your journey towards spirituality, anything. So this does not exclusively apply to passions or work-life balance. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Let's start by discussing what passions are not, because I feel like all of us have a very clear idea of what passion is, but I want to eliminate certain things. Your passion need not always be an alternative career, and uh, I am an example. My passion is academics, believe me or not. I absolutely love um, the culture of I don't know, submitting assignments, going to class on time, taking lectures. And this is, I know this is an aberration, But and I'm professionally an actor. Like I would have never been an actor. You would have never known me as a person that I am today if it wasn't for my father. My father was somebody who wanted to act, and that kind of transferred onto me and got me onto this journey. So imagine 15-year-old me. I'm sitting and thinking, no, I can control everything in my life. And oh, by the way, I wanted to be a physics research student. So, like, I thought I am going to control all variables. I am going to become extremely analytical. And if that had really worked out for me, if all of those things are something that really happens in life, you wouldn't have met me the way you did. We would have probably met at a science convention, But the fact that we don't have control over major decisions in our life means that we probably don't need control over them for us to be happy. We have to identify what we do have control over, what we don't, and the things that we don't have control over. I just want you to let them go. And you, even if tomorrow God's able to grant you a wish, okay, cool, like you can control everything in your life. Trust me, you wouldn't want to, because there's no fun, there's no surprise in life. Since your passion is not alternative careers, your passion, I want to say, need not always be something grand. Like you may not always want to be a humanitarian, you may not want to start a startup, you may not want to change the world. You may like something very simple and basic, like gardening. Like maybe that is your calling. But all of that you will know about yourself with spending enough time with yourself, with a lot of self reflection, introspection, and most importantly, honesty. When you realize who you are, and you feel like maybe who you actually are is not accepted in your family, in your friend circle, by society, teachers, parents, peers, and you kind of try to mold yourself to be somebody else, there is absolutely no happiness. However well you train yourself to be that other person who you think will receive acceptance, there is no happiness in that. I've tried that, which is what I'm telling you. Everything that I'm telling you right now is like Malvika approved. So you can like get back to me if none of this works for you. I have various other methods which I will have developed by then. So before we go ahead, I want you to write down your priorities. Number them. I want 5 priorities. I can write them with you so we know how much time you guys take. On a good day, when you're feeling yourself, when you're honest to yourself, when you're true to yourself, how do you want to spend your day? 5 things that you want to get done. I'm just pretending to write. I'm not actually writing. And be honest. I'm not going to ask you to read it out. I just want you, I just want a reflection on the paper of who you actually are, rather than it being arbitrarily just in your head for you to forget after this talk. So, for those of you all who finished writing, I want you to think how much of your day, your life, your year, month are you actually spending doing those things? And you may have like various reasons for not, like there's work pressure because I have to be somebody, because I have to make money, or, various other pressures from society, internal, external, various reasons, various excuses, if I must say, to not be the person that you now have on a paper also of who you are. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against hard work. Like what I have achieved and what anybody who's achieved anything in life absolutely will vouch for is hard work. But I want you to question the direction of your hard work. Today or tomorrow or a couple of years later, when you graduate and you get a job, you're working hard. You work hard for 5 years. You think you're going in one direction. I don't want that direction to be a lifestyle disease for you. I don't want you to end up with stress related disorders or anxiety disorder or a ill health or a a constant IBS, something as as debilitating as that. If a stress related disorder, if IBS, if ill health is not what you want, then maybe that's not what you should work towards. And if you can preempt what your life is going to look like, if you put in hard work in one direction, but you want something else, I'd love for you to deviate, and I'd love for me to be the person who tells you, like, please do what is good for you, because only you know what's good for you. Um, I just, I had a thought. Okay, I was thinking what to say. How do we? Because there's so much that I had to say, and 15 minutes weren't enough. I had a thought. Every 169 participants here, every single person here is an artist. Okay, it's just that our mediums are different. For me, as an actor, my medium might be my body, my emotions, my face primarily. Me as an academician, as a writer, it is words, it is speech, it is my intellect. For our other two speakers here, for I guess Divyansh Mundra, it would be his speech, his writing, his words, his creativity. For Captain Agarwal, it would be, I don't know, the science behind getting a metal bird to fly. Like, how fascinating is that? Everybody here is an artist. Everybody has a medium. I want you to write your medium down, right below your priorities. It can be just one. You can be somebody who's very clear, who knows that, no, this is the one thing that I want to express myself in this world as. It can be two, it can be three. For me, there were many, but write at least one down. What do you think your medium is? How do you want the world to see you? How do you want to come alive in this world? To experience all the wonderful things that you can. And I want to kind of address the fact that I don't have it easy. And none of the other people who have made it or seem to have made it in their respective careers, in their lives, they don't have it easy. And it is a constant battle every day against the forces that bring you down. Sometimes, most times, it's your self criticizing thoughts. But other times, it's your immediate surroundings that you have kind of, you know, uh, you you kind of seek support from. Maybe they don't support you. For example, I come from a very middle class family, and when I go back to Kerala, that's where I'm from. When I go back to Kerala, my aunts and my uncle ask me, like, what's going on with your life, right? I just graduated, I'll apply for my masters. I tell them all that. I don't tell them what movies I'm doing. And they tell me, for how long are you going to study, but don't you want to get a job? I'm like, but dude, isn't what I'm doing a job? See, that's the thing. People need not always understand you. Be comfortable with being misunderstood. Somebody who I love dearly, and these are not people who hate me. They love me, and I love them dearly, and I've grown up with them. They've helped me become the person I am. But sometimes the people closest to you might misunderstand you, and that's okay. And that's okay. You just have to be yourself. And I just want to end this talk by reading something from this book called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. If you can, get yourself a copy. It's very small. You can, like, easily read it. Very inspirational. This book is about Jonathan Seagull, who is a seagull, He loves to fly. He just wants to understand the science of flying. He wants to know everything that his body as a seagull can do in terms of flying. But the seagulls in his flock don't believe in all that. They are very conservative. They want you to eat, fend for yourself. At the end of the day, go crap, eat again. Do the same thing. Not fly too high. Not try anything adventurous because it is not safe for the community. But Jonathan was a rebel. He flew. Then he became an outcast. He was cast out from the society. Then he goes into this other world where every single seagull there only wants to fly. And they share their passion. They share his passion for flight. And this is a conversation, a snippet from a conversation that he has with a master there, a flight master. Can you teach me to fly like that, Jonathan Seagull? Tremble to conquer another unknown. Of course, if you wish to learn, says the master. I wish. When can I start? We could start now if you'd like. I want to fly like that, Jonathan said, and a strange light glowed in his eyes. Tell me what to do. Chiang spoke slowly and watched the younger gull ever so carefully. Fly fast. To fly as fast as thought. To anywhere near that is, he said, you must begin by knowing that you've already arrived. The trick, according to Chiang, was for Jonathan to stop seeing himself as trapped inside a limited body that had a 42-inch wingspan and performance that could be plotted on a chart. The trick was to know that his true nature lived as perfect as an unwritten number, everywhere at once, across space and time. Every single force in the universe is conspiring to help you become who you want to become. And I hope you remember to tune into it every time you feel lost. And you're not limited by anything, not a thing. And I want you to be free. And if you came into this talk all stressed and upset and like this, I just hope you're relaxed. I hope you're breathing deeply. Thank you.